This video and every other video I make is brought to you by Patreon. I couldn't do this without your support. Check out what kind of incentives you can get down below.
This is my broken world, the silent whispers of the frozen air. It's dragging me deeper into despair. Someone set me free. Get me out of this tragedy. All the time, all around. There's not a light and not a sound. I close my eyes, I'm crying out. The never ending, it's a never ending winter.
Hello, Love Universe, it's Xander, and welcome back to WWE 2K24 Universe Mode. Welcome back to NXT, and welcome to one of my final two NXTs before I leave you all in the capable hands of one Ray Wood here in just a couple of weeks after Deadline, which of course will be next weekend on the 22nd of February. It's coming up. You want to keep up with what shows are coming when. There's a calendar that stays updated with that kind of stuff on ls11universe.com's homepage. That should answer all questions ever about when a show is coming. So we have got the final Iron Survivor qualifiers tonight. We got two of them. And in fact, both of them tag team matches here. This one on the men's side of things as former tag team partners reuniting tonight for one night only. Josh Briggs and Brooks Jensen making their way to the ring. Briggs and Jensen. They called it quits as a tag team quite some time ago. Both have tried to break out as single stars. Really hasn't worked out terribly well for either of them, but we're going to see them get an opportunity tonight as a team once more. And they're going to take on two absolute monsters. It's going to be a big truck fight, so to say. As here comes... He was a hired gun on Raw just a couple of weeks ago for Matt Cardona, and it yielded dividends for him. As here he is, Alexander Hammerstone, making his way to the ring. So Hammerstone his way to the ring, and he is teaming up. He is teaming up tonight with the man that challenged for the NXT title not terribly long ago. That being Hikuleo. So Hikuleo and Hammerstone teaming up tonight. It is only our first matchup of the night, but we're going to get started right here, right now. I'm going to say the thing. You already know that. As Brooks and Hammerstone started out, tag team edition. The big trucks is going to eat the little trucks. Hammerstone with a big clothesline colliding to Brooks. Now Jensen pulls him in, lifts him up, and full Nelson slam, taking him down. Josh Briggs tagged in. Brooks Jensen getting knocked back, though. Big clothesline there from Hammerstone. Hammerstone now knocking back Briggs. Swings him around, forearm strike, throws him across the ring, into the corner now. Tag made to Hikuleo. These two had a lot of problems with one another as of late as well. But they're putting those differences aside right now in order to take the fight to Briggs and Jensen and try and get themselves these final spots in Iron Survivor alongside Mike Santana, Steve Macklin, and Trey Miguel. Hikuleo's got him up on his shoulders and Wasteland Slam taking him down. Choking him out on the canvas now, has him down. He's got him back up to his feet now. Hikuleo's got him now. Josh Briggs knocking him back, though. And Briggs sends him into the corner now. Josh Briggs. Oh, elbowed in the face by Hikuleo. Big boot again, taking him down. Grabs a hold of him now, getting Briggs back up to his feet here. And Hikuleo taken down now, grabs a hold of him. He's got him back up to his feet, throws him across the ring, into the corner now. Tag made, back to Hammerstone. These two behemoths working pretty well together, shockingly. As a side Russian leg sweep and massive clothesline combo grounds Josh Briggs. Briggs now pushing him back. Josh Briggs back to his feet. Goes for a right hook, countered by Hammerstone. Hammerstone's got him. Alexander Hammerstone now picking him up. Briggs is up and down with a jackhammer. Hikuleo now taking down Jensen. Briggs is going to go for the ride. He's up and down with the Nightmare Pendulum for the 1, 2, 3. Hammerstone and Hikuleo fill out the rest of Iron Survivor next weekend on the 22nd. A massive victory there for Hammerstone and Hikuleo. These monsters both going to be thrown into the Iron Survivor Showdown. As I said, these two are just behemoths, and now they're going to be unleashed in Iron Survivor. A dominating performance in our opening match tonight. We're going to hear from the men who have challenged for the NWA Tag Team titles for next weekend at Deadline. They've got their response, so let's go hear from MSK. So the top guys have finally answered our challenge. And Zach, did you hear what they had to say? I sure did, Wes. I heard that they actually want a piece of what MSK are throwing down at Deadline next week. Yeah, they're coming out here. They're going to come back to NXT, the place that made them famous, and they're going to lose those NWA Tag Team titles to the hottest young tag team on the block today, MSK. Yeah, it's a battle of three-letter names, FTR, MSK. That is right. So, Zach, tell them what we think. Yeah, that's right. Yo, FTR bald. FTR gun. Whoa, 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 whoa. Am I wrong? Just because you're not wrong doesn't mean it ain't right to say. We aren't afraid of you. In fact, we're ready to put you two old men out to pasture and take those NWA tag titles and show the world what MSK is truly supposed to be and what we would have been years ago if it wasn't for everything. And when Trey Miguel wins the Iron Survivor match, come New Year's Evil, the Rascals are going to have all the gold. Alright, it is time for our other tag team matchup to round out the Iron Survivor qualifiers. As getting a second chance is the former NXT Women's Champion Fallon Henley, making her way down to the ring. Fallon Henley, the leader of Fatal Influence, who we'll be seeing in action later. It's a very tag team heavy night. We got 3 tag matches tonight. This is the second one, because we got to figure out who's going to challenge Stephanie Vaquer and Jordynne Grace for the NXT Women's Tag Team titles. So Fallon Henley has made her way down to the ring. And she teams up tonight with a former NXT Women's Tag Team Champion in her own right. She teams up with Kalani Jordan, who makes her way to the ring. So Kalani makes her way down. Kalani, we're going to do things her own way tonight. Earn a big win here. So Kalani Jordan and Fallon Henley, an unlikely duo, especially seeing as Fatal Influence were the team that Kalani Jordan and Sol Ruka took the NXT Women's Tag titles from a few months back. As they are going head-to-head tonight with the Meta Girls, Jakara Jackson and Lash Legend, making their way down to the ring. The Meta Girls here tonight, ready for action. It's going to be huge for them to get a shot at going to NXT Deadline next weekend. I'm very excited about Deadline. It's going to be bittersweet saying goodbye to NXT for me, but I know Ray is going to do a great job. I'll talk more about it as we get closer and closer, obviously. I'm very excited to see what he's got in store, the same way I know he was excited to see what I had in store yesterday. And I hope you all liked what happened yesterday. There's plenty more where it came from. Of course, new episodes every Wednesday. Same time, same place, same channel. So it is Fallon Henley and Jakara Jackson starting it out. Here we go. Forearm knocking back Jakara, who grabs a hold of her. Code breaker from Jakara, though. Knocking her down. Jakara Jackson grabs a hold of her now, and now Miss Jackson pulls her in, and big knee strike, taking her down. She's got her down now, grabs a hold of her, rolls her over. Kick to the back, takes her down. Getting her back up to her feet now, and now Jakara with Fallon. Fallon Henley countering. Fallon pulls her in now, and big hip toss there, taking her down. Fallon Henley gets her back up to her feet, firing away at her now, kicking the midsection, knocks her back, grabs a hold of her. Throws her across the ring, into the corner now. Fallon Henley with a big forearm strike, taking her down. Fallon getting her back up to her feet now, and Fallon Henley, big chop there. Jakara now has her down, and Jakara Jackson falling back on the head of Henley now. Fallon Henley's down, Jakara. Grabs a hold of her again now. Jakara Jackson with Fallon Henley, neck breaker into double underhook suplex, taking her down. Running bulldog now, taking her down again here. Fallon Henley goes down now. Jakara Jackson into a cover, has her down for the one. Rope break, though, from Henley. Fallon Henley down now. Fallon Henley caught. Jackson rolls her over. Jakara Jackson, forearm strikes, knocking her down from Fallon. Fallon getting her back up to her feet, though. And Fallon Henley redirects her back into the corner. Tag made to Kalani. Fallon and Kalani. Big double team there. Kalani Jordynne now tries to grab her. Jakara Jackson answering back now. Jackson's got a hold of her, punches her in the back. Jakara Jackson grabs her again now and pops her up. Throws her across the ring. Taking her down there now. Jakara Jackson with Kalani back up to her feet. Kalani thrown to the corner now. Ties up the leg, kicks the rope into the leg now, hobbles her. Grabs a hold of her now. Kalani Jordynne taken down with a headlock takeover from Jakara Jackson. Down she goes now, Jakara Jackson. We go, tag, and the Bougie Bully Lash Legend is now in. Lash coming in here, goes for a kick. Kalani, whoa, ducked under her. Lash Legend back up to her feet and gets caught, taken out of the arm. Pulls her in, and Lash Legend slams her down by the back of the head. Tag made, double tag. Fallon and Jakara both back in. Former NXT Women's Champion coming in with a big uppercut there. Coming off the ropes into Thez Press, firing away at her. Taking her down there is Fallon. Grabs a hold of her now, getting her back up to her feet. Fallon Henley. Right hooks now, connecting, firing back at her here. Big forearm strike. Pulls her in, and Bulldog to Jakara Jackson, taking her down. Into the cover now, has her down. Saved by Lash. Grabs a hold of her now, getting her back up to her feet. Big chop there from Fallon, knocking her back. Jakara's got her, though. Jakara Jackson with Fallon Henley off the ropes. Ducks under her, taking her down by the back of the head. Grabs a hold of her now, and now Jakara Jackson going out to the head of Fallon Henley repeatedly here. Taking her down. Grabs onto her, rolling her over now, kicking in the back. Fallon Henley goes down. Jakara Jackson into the corner. Tag made. Lash Legend back in. And Lash taking out the arm again. Lash Legend pulls her in, lifting her back up to her feet now. Lash Legend grabs onto her by the back of the head, taking her towards the corner, head first in the turnbuckle. And launches her across the ring. Pulling her back in now, and now Lash Legend puts her in the ropes now. Big right hook connects, jabbing her in the midsection. Sends her out the ropes, and big clothesline there, taking her down. Grace hold her now, picking her back up to her feet here. Jakara, or Lash Legends got her. Now Lash taking down Fallon Henley. Wait a minute, Kalani Jordynne, what are you doing? Oh! Kalani, I think, accidentally connected with Fallon a little bit there. She drop kicked Lash from behind. As Kalani Jordynne taking a little bit of a play out of Fallon Henley's book there. A little bit of a play out of the Fatal Influence book there. As she opens Fallon up to hit that Shining Wizard. Into a cover on Lash and Fallon Henley for the 1, for the 2. No! Lash Legend able to kick out by digging deep and getting those shoulders up. Big shots now. Forearm strike knocking her back. Lash Legend grabs her by the throat and sit out choke slam from Lash Legend for the 1, 2. Kick out from Fallon Henley. Jakara Jackson taking down Kalani Jordynne on the outside. Lash now swung around by Fallon, and Fallon Henley with that big uppercut, knocking her down again. Fallon's got her back up to her feet. Lash avoids the drop kick. Lash Legend now with Fallon Henley. Into the corner of the Meta Girls. Tag made. Jakara Jackson back in now. And now Lash and Jakara. Oh! A pop-up cutter. As Jakara Jackson enters the ring. And Fallon Henley leaps out, makes the tag to Kalani Jordynne. Kalani Jordynne enters the mix now. Kalani. Oh, wait a minute. Jakara still worrying about Fallon. As down goes Lash. And Kalani now taking down Jakara. Into a cover now. Kalani Jordynne for the 1, 2. No. Nearly got her, though. Jackknife cover now from Jakara Jackson. And 1. No. Kalani Jordynne swings it back around into a backslide. 1, 2. No. And now Kalani Jordynne caught. Taken down by the back of the head. Cover. Fallon Henley making the save. Now Jakara Jackson turning her attention. Wait a minute. Kalani Jordynne taking out Lash Legend now. And Kalani slides into the ring now. Kalani caught by Jakara. And Kalani knocking her back now. Kalani Jordynne into big arm drag there, knocking her down. Drop kick. Jakara still on her feet though. Jakara. That big kick there. Caught with another kick. And now Kalani going onto the top rope now. And Kalani Jordynne. Flying splash into the back, knocks her down. Jakara Jackson goes out of the ring. As the referee begins counting now, and Kalani Jordynne we're at the count of 3 now. Jakara Jackson now back up onto the apron, back into the ring. Grabs a hold of her now. Jakara goes her into the corner now. Jakara Jackson. No, Kalani answers back, and Kalani taking her down with a big crossbody there. Kalani's got her down now. Kalani Jordynne to the top rope. She's down in the center of the ring, and Kalani 450 connects to Jakara for the 1, 2, 3. Kalani Jordynne and Fallon Henley are going to round out Iron Survivor on the women's side. So we now know the lineup for the women's Iron Survivor match will be Masha Slamovich, Kalani Jordynne, Fallon Henley, Gigi Dolan, and last but most certainly not least in that lineup, as the unlikely duo of Kalani and Fallon celebrating right now. Not often you would see these two side by side, but last but most certainly not least, Jada Parker. As I get back onto the train of thought I had there, we got more action coming up next, some singles action coming up next. Jevon Evans, Josh Alexander coming up next, but before that, let's hear from the #1 contender to the North American Championship. Everyone has been underestimating me since I got here. They called me the long shot in the speed tournament. And then I went on to challenge Axiom. They said I had no shot of winning the Battle Royal. And then I won it. I have been proof that the doubters are entirely wrong about me for so long now. I am proof that I cannot be stopped. I am proof that the hard work pays off and that miracles can happen in NXT. And I will continue to be proof of that next week at Deadline when I make history and beat Oba Femi. You're a bold little man. I admire it. Alright, it's time for some singles action here tonight on NXT. As here are the number one contenders to the NXT Tag Team titles. Jevon Evans and R-Truth making their way down to the ring. Last week, these two made a statement when R-Truth beat Ethan Page to get these two a shot at the gold at Deadline. And then they had the absolute hell beat out of them by the North. But now tonight, Jevon Evans looks to get another big win for this unlikely duo as he steps into the ring. The young OG, the high flyer of NXT. I refuse to call him the Bouncy Boy. That's a shit nickname. I hate it. Why do you think I've yet to move to that awful theme of his? The music itself is fine. I hate the Def Rebel opening sting of it. It's terrible. Anyways, Def Rebel's the worst. Hot take. Oh, sorry, cold take. But anyways, here come the NXT Tag Team Champions to the ring. All Ego Ethan Page and the walking weapon Josh Alexander. The North making their way to the ring. Josh Alexander is going to be the one in action tonight after Ethan Page got defeated last week by R-Truth. It was unexpected by many, but in the end, it is what happened. These two not happy that they're going to be defending the NXT tag titles against Truth and Evans. But GM Bubba Ray Dudley confirmed that's what's going down. They can't change it. He's not undoing it. They've made their bed. They've got to lie in it now. The North have made their way to the ring. Jevon Evans, Josh Alexander. Here we go. Jevon Evans coming out of the gate quickly here. Jevon knocking him back, and now Jevon Evans. Big flying clothesline, kips up, and Josh Alexander now staggering. Getting back to his feet now. Jevon Evans kicked in the ribs. Josh Alexander. Double leg takedown. Getting him back up to his feet now. Jevon Evans. Overhand chop now. Firing away on him now. Josh Alexander taken down. Evans getting him back up to his feet. And Jevon Evans with Josh Alexander. Throws him to the corner now. Big splash to the corner. Taking him down. Stomps him in the midsection. Evans hits the ropes. Big kick there to Josh. Taking him down. Josh Alexander goes down now. Jevon getting him back up to his feet. And Jevon Evans goes for a roundhouse kick. Josh Alexander taking him down. Alexander into German suplex. Takes him down. Getting him back up to his feet now. Josh Alexander countered. Goes for the roundhouse kick. Pulls him in. And whoa, went for a German. Josh countered. Or Jevon countered, excuse me. Big leaping clothesline there. Knocks him down. Evans now gets him back up to his feet. Jevon Evans into a clothesline. Back elbow strike. Grabs a hold of him. Josh Alexander countering. Evans sent to the corner. Jevon Evans swings through. Kick into the skull of the walking weapon. And Josh Alexander's down with clothesline from Evans. And now Jevon Evans goes for the stomp. Josh Alexander countered. And Josh Alexander now. Big belly to belly taking him down. Josh deadlifts him into power slam, taking him down. Josh has got him back up to his feet now. Josh Alexander's got him into swinging tombstone. Evans goes down now. Alexander, the two-time X Division champion. No. Kick out from Jevon. Josh Alexander now picking him back up to his feet here. Josh pulls him in again now. And Josh Alexander connects with the German suplex this time. Hits him with a second one. And one more for good measure. Getting him back up to his feet again now. Josh Alexander has Jevon Evans. Throws him across the ring. Knocks him into the referee. Double axe handle now. Kick in the midsection from Jevon. Jevon Evans, roundhouse kick, taking him down. Got him back up to his feet now. Jevon Evans swings him around into... Oh, he's going for that blue thunder bomb. Countered by Josh. Josh Alexander's got him up on his shoulders. TKO to Jevon Evans. Into a cover now. He's down. Jevon's down. Josh for the 1, for the 2, and no. Goes for the elbow, but Jevon managed to escape on the bottom rope just in time. Jevon Evans pulling himself back up to his feet now. Jevon back into the ring, runs in. Josh got him. Belly to belly from Alexander, taking him down now. Josh Alexander picking him back up to his feet. He's got Jevon Evans now, and Josh Alexander throws him across the ring into the corner. Big chop there connecting. Elbow strike from Evans countering though. Jevon Evans with a big clothesline, keeps back up to his feet. Roundhouse kick. What a roundhouse to Josh Alexander is now Jevon Evans looking to go higher. No! Josh Alexander out of the way. And now Josh pulls him in. Hooks the arms. Into... No. He was thinking it was time for the C4 spike. Jevon Evans now. Jevon. Roundhouse kick. Goes for the super kick. Josh taking him down. And now Josh Alexander. Oh, he's caught. Jevon Evans, small package, looking to make lightning strike twice like R-Truth did. 2. No. Josh kicks out. Jevon goes for him. Nobody home. Grabs a hold of him now. Josh, German suplex, takes down Jevon. Getting back up to his feet now. Josh Alexander goes for the right hook. Countered by Evans. Jevon Evans tries to goad him in. Gets caught, though, by Alexander for the overhead. For the fireman's carry there into... Whoa! Oh, wait a minute. He rolls Josh Alexander through now. Cover. Cover. 1, 2. No. Josh counters it, though. Josh. 1. Josh with a handful of tights. 3. He got him. And just like that, turnabout's fair play. Josh Alexander got him. Last week, it was R-Truth that got the sneaky roll-up, but here you can see Josh reversed it, snuck a handful of tights over Jevon Evans, and Josh Alexander got the win. The North standing tall tonight. Big win for these two this evening, as we've got a huge announcement from a member of the NXT roster, and then it is time to find out who is going to be the challengers to the NXT Women's Tag Titles. I have no need to reintroduce myself. You all know good and well who I am. I am the leader of First Class AJ Francis. And I have an announcement to make following the frequent screw jobs that we have faced, the scrutiny we have faced, the injustice we have faced as part of the NXT roster. Myself, KC Navarro, and Ashanti Theodonis, First Class, have officially tenured our resignation, and we are leaving NXT. Don't worry, it won't take long before you see us again down the road. In fact, you might literally want to look down the road and see where we might cross the line next. It's been real NXT. Thanks for nothing. Alright, it is now time for our last bit of tag action for the night. This is a number 1 contenders match to the NXT Women's Tag Team titles. As here come Fatal Influence to the ring. JC Jane, Jasmine Nix, and Fallon Henley making their way to the ring. The Fatal Influence are here. It's going to be Jasmine and JC in tag team action tonight. Who will be the #1 contenders to the NXT Women's Tag Team titles? We will find out here in just a moment, as they're going to be taking on a new team on the block, a team that came together just a few weeks ago. A new trio in the NXT Women's division. The trio known as Chemical X making their way to the ring. The trio of Shotzi, Gigi Dolan, and Tatum Paxley making their way to the ring. It's every person that's into alt girls' favorite faction. As Shotzi, Tatum, and Gigi, the Weird Girls as they've called themselves, make their way to the ring. Shotzi's a former NXT Women's Tag Team Champion in her own right. So is Gigi Dolan. Dolan is going to be part of Iron Survivor, so it is going to be Shotzi and Tatum teaming up tonight. So let's do this. Shotzi and JC starting it out. JC Jane grabs a hold of her, pulls her in, throws her into the corner. Grabs a hold of Shotzi now, puts the boot into the face of Shotzi. Taking her down now, down she goes. Kick to the midsection though, Shotzi knocking her back, and Shotzi drop kick there to JC Jane. JC getting back up to her feet now. JC Jane jumping neck breaker, takes down Shotzi. Shotzi getting back up to her feet now. Goes for a kick, gets caught. JC Jane's got her by the back of the head, though. And throws her head first on the turnbuckle. Big chop there. Grabs a hold of her. Elbow strike now from Shotzi. And big bulldog there. Knocks her down. Shotzi coming back in. Into another one. Taking her down again. Shotzi now picking her back up to her feet. Shotzi now kicking away at her. Firing back now. No. Countered by JC. JC Jane kick to the midsection now. Super kick into the midsection now. Down she goes. Out of the ring goes Shotzi. And JC Jane. Oh! Taking flight with a big dive to the outside. Grabs a hold of her. Shoves her away. Knocks her into the apron. Back to the ring goes Shotzi now. And now Shotzi hits the ropes. And Shotzi went forward. Gets caught with a kick in the ribs. JC Jane. Snapmare. Knocking her back. Kicking to the back. Takes her down. Getting Shotzi back up to her feet now. Big chop, and JC dropping her face first into the canvas. Down she goes. Into a cover now on Shotzi. She's down for the one. No. Kick out from Shotzi. Out of the ring is now JC Jane looking to finish the job. Is the former two-time NXT Women's Tag Team Champion. No. Shotzi's got her. Rolls her through. Neither woman's made a tag yet tonight. Kick out from JC. As Shotzi tries to run to tag in Tatum Paxley. She gets caught, though, and Shotzi now caught. And spine buster from JC Jane, taking her down. JC Jane now going up to the top rope. JC gonna look to fly. JC Jane for the elbow. Shotzi. Tag made. Tatum Paxley's in. Tatum with a drop kick, staggering her. Into another one. There's now Tatum Paxley. Tag made. Jasmine Nix is in. Jasmine Nix, sling blade, rolls through into drop kick into the head from the former soccer player. Getting her back up to her feet now. Jasmine Nix grabs her, pulling her in, kicking her in the head repeatedly. Pulls her in now, kicking to the head, taking her down. Nobody home. Paxley now, taking her down. Oh, she's chomping on the head of Jasmine Nix, taking her down here with repeated strikes. Chomping the head again. It's Fallon trying to will her girls back into it, trying to make it a big night for Fatal Influence, the group that once ran roughshod over NXT with all the gold in the women's division. Arm strikes now. Tatum Paxley, big drop kick there, taking her down. Paxley gets her back up to her feet, kicking her in the ribs. And now Tatum drives her into the mat. Into a cover now for the 1, 2. No, it's saved by Jasmine. Or by JC. JC Jane, rather. As now Tatum Paxley grabs her. Jasmine nicks, thrown into the corner. Tag made. Shotzi is in. Shotzi and Tatum. Off the ropes now. Shotzi kicking to the head, knocking her down. And now Shotzi waves at her. Tag made. JC Jane is in. JC with a kick now. Pulls her in. Rolls her through. JC Jane. Super kick to Shotzi, taking her down. Shotzi rolls out of the ring now. And JC Jane. Oh, she's going to look to dive again. This time Shotzi knew better. Shotzi getting her back up to her feet, though. And now Shotzi putting her back into the ring here. Has her down. Getting her back up to her feet here. Shotzi ducks through, rolls through, into big flip there, taking her down into the cover. Shotzi for the 1, 2, no. Big kick there now. Shotzi knocking her back here, firing away at JC Jane. Kicking to the midsection. JC Jane is down. Shotzi's going up to the top rope now. Shotzi. Oh, counter with a big right hook now. Shotzi taking her down. Taking her back up to her feet, kicking the ribs now, and Shotzi with JC. Oh, what a takedown there from Shotzi into the cover. Jasmine Nix making the save. Tag made. Tatum Paxley in. It's Tatum Paxley in the ropes. I thought she was going to dive. She might still. She was teasing it. So here comes JC Jane off the ropes now. JC Jane back in. As Fallon Henley is distracted. She's got Tatum Paxley distracted as JC Jane is running around ringside. Countered there by Paxley. Tatum Paxley into... Whoa, wait a minute. Looks out at Gigi Dolan. Uses Gigi's own move on her former tag partner for the 1, 2. Chemical X is going to Deadline. And Fallon Henley is furious on the outside. Chemical X with the victory tonight. Shotzi and Tatum a chance to become the NXT Women's Tag Team Champions. Now just days away. Gigi Dolan celebrating. And what a trio this makes. Our main event coming up next. Joe Hendry is going to take on Damian Priest. Oh, hang on a minute. Well, we're supposed to begin our main event. That's Backstage with Zarya, the #1 contender of the NXT Women's title, is assaulting Tasha Steelz, the #1 contender to the North American Women's title. Last week, these two unsuccessfully teamed up to face the champions of Sol Ruka and Carmen Petrovic. Spear! Oh, God. Zarya, what are you doing? Zarya! Oh, my God. Someone go help Tasha! F5 in the car, in the parking lot! All right, it is main event time here on NXT. I mentioned what it was earlier tonight. It is a big match many have been looking forward to since it was announced. As here comes Damian Priest of the Judgment Day to the ring. Priest, first time we're seeing him wrestle in NXT in quite some time. He was part of NXT, debuting back in Season 2 of the LSW Universe. He would debut on the first NXT of the year on that season. He would face AJ Styles in the main event in his debut. The two would have quite the rivalry over the season as well. He would be he'd be a constant in the NXT presence for Season 2 and half of Season 3 before NXT came to an end in mid-Season 3. Before getting called up to SmackDown, and now tonight, he takes on the #1 contender, the man that will be challenging for the NXT title once more in a ladder match in just 9 nights. At NXT Deadline, say his name, He appears. Joe Hendry is here. Joe Hendry, former NXT champion, former TNA world champion as well. Making his way down to the ring. So a big match tonight for Joe Hendry this evening. Hendry and Priest, a first time ever showdown as well. Many credit Priest as one of the main reasons that Buddy Murphy won the NXT title a few weeks ago as well off of Joe Hendry. So Hendry makes his way to the ring. As it is Hendry and Priest, one-on-one. Here we go. Priest starting with jabs now, knee into the midsection. Taking down Joe Hendry. Hendry staggering back to his feet. Damian Priest goes for a forearm. You forget how big Joe Hendry actually is until you see him standing face-to-face with a guy like Damian Priest. Joe Hendry standing over 6 feet tall. He's on the taller side. I've stood next to the guy quite a few times. He is a tall man, is Joe Hendry. There's a reason he's 252 pounds of pure motivation. You look at this, he is looking Damian Priest in the eyes right now. Hitting it with a cutter as well. As Damian Priest now grabs onto Joe Hendry. Throws him over the top rope now. Damian Priest has him. Taking down Joe. As now Cora Jade picking him up. Hendry stands 6'2". You put him next to Damian Priest. Damian Priest standing 6'5", so only a 3-inch difference there. They're both giant compared to my 5'10" and a half ass. Oh, as Priest sent into the steps. For the count of 5, Joe Hendry back into the ring. Oh, Damian with a super kick. As Judgment Day are swarming the ring like a pack of hyenas. Priest has got a hold of Joe Hendry now as the referee, Cora Jade, had slid that kendo stick, her signature weapon, into the ring. Damian Priest now with Joe Hendry. Big elbow strike taking him down. And now there's a stomp in the arm from Damian. Joe Hendry's down now. Joe getting picked back up by Damian. Damian Priest. Elevated flatliner taking him down. Hendry is down. And Damian Priest looking to finish the job, and Buddy is cheering him on. Going for South. No. Going for South of Heaven. Joe Hendry countered into the fallaway slam, taking him down. Joe gets him back up to his feet now. Joe Hendry throws him into the corner now. Joe Hendry, big uppercut there, taking him down. Getting him back up to his feet now. Joe with Damian. Throws him across the ring, into the corner now. Joe Hendry, big elbow strike, taking him down. Hendry hits the ropes, and big boot into the face knocks him down. He's got him back up to his feet now, and Joe Hendry with Damian Priest up on his shoulders for big power slam there from Joe. Into a cover on Priest for the 1. No, Damian Priest kicking out. Clothesline now. Damian taking him down. Damian Priest into a cover on Joe Hendry for the 1. For the 2. Kick out from Joe. Putting the boots to him now is Damian Priest. Joe Hendry is down. Joe staggering, trying to get back up to his feet. Joe Hendry. Into the corner now. Damian Priest went for him. Hendry countering. Joe Hendry grabs him into a small package now on Damian Priest for the 1, 2. No. Priest gets the shoulders up. Damian Priest has got him now, and Damian Priest with Roderick taking down Joe Hendry. Hendry, though, grabs him, rolls him through, inside cradle for the 1, for the 2. No, Damian Priest kicks out. Oh, Priest. South of Heaven to Joe Hendry for the 1, for the 2. No! Joe getting the shoulders up at 2. Hendry is down. Damian Priest putting the boots to him. Cora Jade now turning her attention to that top turnbuckle pad. Damian Priest now ascending to the top rope. Here's Damian. Sitting in here. Damian Priest. Joe Hendry's getting back up to his feet now. And Damian coming off the top. No. Hendry countered. Hendry. Oh, and Cora Jade buying Damian Priest the opening he needed. Hendry now pulling himself back up to his feet. He's staggering, though, a little bit as Damian Priest pulls him in. Sidewalk slam, taking him down. Of course, this matchup coming about last week. Joe Hendry performing that cover of Creed's Higher, changing the lyrics to be about Buddy Murphy and the rest of the Judgment Day, and even a line about me, which I thought was a little uncalled for, personally. Off the ropes now, Joe Hendry. Oh, what a knee strike to Damian Priest. And now Hendry pulls him in. Big knee taking him down there from Joe. He's got him down now, Joe Hendry. Pulls Damian Priest in. Double knees from Joe. We don't see Joe Hendry use the code breaker ever. That was a first for him. He grabs Damian Priest, though, and Hendry swings around into an ankle lock. He was given the blessing of Kurt Angle to use that move following a match between the two in 2016. Hendry's got that ankle lock in. He's bouncing Damian Priest. He's leaning in to the ankle lock as well. Joe Hendry's got it in. Damian Priest rolls through into the ropes. Hendry now caught Damian Priest and Joe Hendry. Fall away slam. And Hendry, here we go. Looking for standing. No. Damian looking for Razor's Edge. Into the cover now on Joe and Damian Priest for the 1, 2. No! Damian Priest now getting him back up to his feet, and Damian. No. Hendry countering. Joe Hendry. Clothesline, taking him down. Hendry now grabs Priest, and Joe Hendry hits the fallaway slam again. Goes for a double axe handle. Damian Priest. Big kick into the head of Joe Hendry. Getting him back up to his feet now, and Joe jabbing away at him now. Joe Hendry kicking to the midsection. Super kick attempt. Damian Priest now. Joe going for standing ovation. Damian Priest counters. Damian Priest. No. Joe countering. Clothesline, knocking him down. Goes for a double axe handle. Damian Priest. Super kick into the back of the head, just like what he did last week. He's got Joe back up to his feet, though, and now Damian Priest. He's got him up. Broken arrow from the Archer of Infamy. He's got Hendry now back up to his feet, and Damian Priest. Big kick into the head again. Looking to finish the job now. He picks Hendry back up. Gets him one more time. And now Damian throws Joe Hendry in the corner, putting him up on the top rope now. Damian Priest. No. Joe with a kick into the midsection. Grabs him. One more time. No. Damian. Super kick. Picking him back up to his feet now. And Damian hits the elevated STO on Joe. Both men are down, though. Damian Priest now. Here we go. Pulls the trigger. But ready, aim, fire. Going for. No. South of Heaven. Hendry. Standing ovation. For the 1, 2. Joe Hendry with the win. Just like that, Joe Hendry gets the win. Hendry with a massive, massive victory tonight over Damian Priest. That is going to do it for NXT tonight. thank you all for watching this evening's episode of NXT. We'll see you next week, same time, same place. Ray will bring SmackDown tomorrow. I'll see you on Saturday for a big episode there. I've been Xander, and that was Universe.